Normal fidget spinners, you can't do this with them.
Yep.
Hello, my friends. I'm Jen.
I'm Lindsay.
And welcome to Batterheads! Oh yes, we love cooking and baking so much that we decided to call it Batterheads because, you know, it's kind of fun and silly. And today, tell them what we're doing, Lindsay.
We're just gonna eat some fidget spinners.
What?
I mean, we're gonna make fidget spinner cookies and eat them.
That sounds magical. I love it. Okay, are you ready to get started?
Let's do it. So for our first few steps, we did off camera. We preheated our oven to 350 degrees, which is 180 degrees Celsius. We also washed our hands and washed the table, and now we are ready to start cooking.
Yes, so first things first, let's talk about our ingredients. All right, what do you need to get started? Well, it certainly helps if you have a fidget spinner around because we're gonna use that as our stencil. And as far as the ingredients are concerned, you're going to need flour, you're gonna need some sugar, some butter, some vanilla, some salt, and of course your utensils like measuring cups and a rolling pin, and what else?
Well, these are kind of some special cookies, so we also have cream cheese. Gonna make them nice and creamy. And for decorating, we've got a green frosting, blue frosting, white frosting, which we're gonna dye pink because, hello, it's us. And we've got some fun, awesome emojis we're gonna put on the end of our fidget spinner. Not only are we gonna have a fidget spinning cookie, but an emoji fidget spinning cookie.
Awesome, and it's actually going to spin. This just in, our cookies will actually spin. So let's not waste any time. Let's do it. Let's do it. We're gonna mix our flour, our sugar, our salt together with a spoon and get it going. So let's do it. How much flour do I need?
We need 2 cups, so I have a measuring cup right here, and a half cup. So I'll get you the half cup as well.
Here we go. Bottoms up.
Let's do it.
Okay, that's one big.
One. I'm gonna shake it so it levels out a bit. One.
And one more.
Whoop.
Whoops, got a little crazy.
So since it's a little bit overboard, I'm gonna pour a little bit of that into my half cup.
There you go.
And then since a little bit fell out, we'll just have Jen not top it off the whole way this time.
Sorry, I just get so excited when I bake.
Awesome. All right, next we need sugar, which we need 3/4 of a cup. Oh yes, this is where the sugar high kicks in. This is where it comes from.
Let it snow, let it snow. Yum!
Yes! Okay, and we need salt. So we need 1/4 teaspoon of salt.
Don't be salty, everyone.
And I know it seems silly because you're like, what? Why do you put salt in cookies? Because they're just sweet. Actually, the salt helps make the sweetness even better.
Yeah.
We are going to just mix it with a wooden spoon till it's all nice and even, and then we'll add the butter and the cream cheese.
Mixing, mixing,
And the
mixing. Oh, yes. So for the butter, we wanted it room temperature, and sometimes when the butter comes out of the fridge, you may have to sort of let it sit out for a while, maybe zap it in the microwave for a few seconds just to get it where you can actually mix it into your mix. Can I reach over you?
Absolutely.
And see, we've been letting it sit out a while, and it's like a big old melted stick.
All right, let's put that in. So that is 1 cup of butter or 1 stick. Whichever method you decide to use. 2 teaspoons of vanilla.
Here we go. This is our vanilla. I'm gonna open it up. Here's 1. And down inside we go. And for our second one, here we go.
Boom, and I'm gonna keep mixing it.
So for your cream cheese, you need 2 tablespoons. Tablespoon is always the bigger spoon of the teaspoon and the tablespoon. So I'm just gonna do that. And 1.
Sticky stuff.
And we're gonna continue to mix it in.
For this particular type of dough, the best way to do it is to use your fingers. So I'm gonna get in there.
Just gonna knead it.
And knead it.
So you're gonna mix, 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 and then we're gonna transfer our dough after we knead it onto the table. Okay, well, Lindsay continues to knead. Reynolds wrap. You could also use saran wrap, plastic wrap. I'm gonna put it on the table, and we're gonna transfer the dough that she has kneaded onto this and make it into a ball because it has to settle a little bit. And by that I mean it has to go in the refrigerator for 30 minutes.
All right, so we are going to dye some icing. So you can make your own icing at home, but we did the cheap route and we bought a bunch of frostings at the store. All right, so I'm gonna scoop all of this frosting into the bowl. And then we're gonna slowly add the color until it reaches the pink we want. It's a fuchsia color, so if we keep it light, it'll be lighter pink. If we keep adding it, it'll go to kind of a cool purpley pink.
See how this goes? So pretty and purple. It's like lilac.
Ooh,
It's so pretty. I love it.
Cool. That's an awesome color.
Love it.
All right, so we pulled our dough out of the refrigerator and we added a little bit of water to it just because it's a little crumbly and we wanted to keep it all together so we can mold it into some fidget spinners.
Yes, and beyond that, we also got a roller out because what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our dough and spread it out into a 1/4 inch thick dough across the table. And Lindsey's gonna flour it up so it's nice and ready to go and doesn't stick to the table.
Yep, so I'm gonna put some flour on the table, continuing our snow theme, and then I'm gonna take our nice little ball of dough and sprinkle a little all over that.
Yeah.
And take my rolling pin and rub it on there. So I'm gonna do the rolling and Jen is gonna do the measuring. Sure.
Make sure it's all even, Steven. I'm gonna measure it out. We're at just about in between 1/4 and 1/2 inch. So we have to just make it a teeny bit thinner.
And if you see it kind of starting to glisten a little bit, that means it's a little wet. So we're gonna add a little bit more flour.
So just barely. So
Perfect.
next, we're gonna take our fidget spinners and we're gonna use them as our cookie cutters, so to speak. So we're gonna use this to outline our cookie fidget spinner so that they're the same shape as a real fidget spinner.
Oh yeah! So now I'm flouring the top of it because we don't want the dough to stick to our fidget spinners. And we will still want to play with those too. So just sprinkle it on, rub it all around. Now it's time for our fidget spinners.
Set it over there and then you can take your knife that you have and trace around it.
Oh, you just push through.
Or just push through. Takes a lot of concentration. You cut around, make sure it's even, Steven.
Awesome. Got a little bit more room to make a couple more cookies.
While you do that, I'll start cutting our existing cookies out and set them aside. Even them out a little bit. Make sure they're nice and even.
I'm tearing off kind of all the excess. We're gonna form it back into a ball.
Okay, we got our little fidget spinner cookies ready to go, but we need their parts. We're gonna move these bad boys out of the way. Make room.
And I'm gonna roll out the dough again.
This time, our second time around, so we've cut out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. This time around, we're gonna go 1/2 inch thickness because we gotta make the parts, like Lindsey said. So it's gonna be almost double the thickness of these. We rolled out our dough again, and half of our dough is 1/2 inch thickness. And this is gonna be used for the dowels, or AKA the center pieces that we're gonna make out of straws. And the other side is a 1/4 inch thick, and this is gonna be used for the top pieces, this. So for Lindsey's top pieces, you are going to need a water bottle cap. This is the perfect size.
And for every fidget spinner cookie you have, you need to make 2 of these. So we have 8, so we're gonna do 16 of these little lids.
And for your dowels, aka the middle piece, you are gonna need 1 per fidget spinner. So you can just use a straw to poke in And that will give you the proper size that you need. All right, this just in, we are changing our method completely because the straw method is not working. It's not giving us the size that we need, so we're gonna make our own. Roll it like you would Play-Doh.
Oh yeah, this is more fun anyway.
And I'm gonna cut off the edges with my butter knife.
Oh, look at that.
Make sure it's nice and contained.
You can dabbles on the fly.
Dow's on the fly, Dow's on the fly. That's my new rap album.
I was
dropping
just gonna
soon.
say, that's my new band. All right, so we have all of our pieces. So what we're going to do is we're gonna put them on parchment paper.
Okay, so before we put it on the parchment paper, Lindsay's gonna cut out the middle.
7 it, I'm gonna circle around just a little bit because you want it to be bigger than your dowel.
Now we're gonna transfer our fidgets and its parts over onto parchment paper, onto a cooking sheet.
Awesome. And now it's time to bake. Like we said, we have it at 350 degrees and we're gonna bake these for 15 minutes.
Our cookies are done. We baked them for 15 minutes and they have cooled now officially. So it's time for my favorite part, the decorations.
Yes, and the assembly of the fidget spinning, which we're gonna do in one swoop.
Perfect. So make sure first and foremost that it fits inside of your fidget spinner.
And let it spin.
And here's the other thing. If your little middle part, your peg, doesn't fit, you can always cut it down to make it a teeny bit skinnier. All right, so our frosting is not only going to decorate our cookies, but it's gonna be the glue that holds our cookies together. You can also use caramel. You can also use the frosting that you've made from scratch. You can use all sorts of things, but we're using this frosting. I think I'm gonna go for the emojis.
Ooh.
Yes, mine's gonna be a heart emoji fidget spinner. So I'm gonna put that on the edge.
Cool, so I got these crazy sprinkles. And now it's time for the assembly part. So you're gonna take your little cap and you're gonna put a little bit of frosting on it.
I'm gonna do pink.
Ooh, I like it. Mixing up your colors. Then you put your dowel like so, spin it around in there, and it acts as a glue. Okay, so once you have this base going, then you're gonna stick your fidget spinner through the hole.
Like so.
And for my cap, I'm gonna put a little dot of blue, and I'm gonna put the shady smiley face emoji on there.
Ooh, cute.
Press it down.
Now for the true test to see if my fidget cookie spins.
Ready, set, go.
Ooh, it's spinning.
Ooh, it's spinning.
Not fast, but it's spinning.
Hey.
All right, let's
Super
decorate
cool.
some more.
Yeah.
Pink, pink, pink. What color would you guys make your own fidget spinner cookie? Let us know in the comments.
Ooh, yeah. A rainbow one would be really cool.
That would be cool. All right, they are officially done. We are frosted, we baked them, and now we're ready for the final test. Lindsay, show them what we can do with these bad boys.
Woo! All right, so you hold on just like your normal fidget spinner and wow!
Oh my gosh!
It spins!
See, mine spins too.
Awesome.
Okay, they may not spin as well as normal fidget spinners, but normal fidget spinners, you can't do this with them.
Yep.
Oh my god!
Oh, super good.
Oh, it still kind of spins.
Oh, I'm spinning too. I can spin it this way.
I can spin it right into my mouth.
Over here.
So good. So that's it for this edition of Batter Heads. Emoji Fidget Spinner Edition. What other things should we bake? Let us know in the comments.
Yes, and press that like button if you like fidget spinners.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I like the cookie ones because then I can eat them.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
After they stop spinning.